Socialphobia and me. Hi, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about social phobia and how it affects my life. Being social phobic means that I have a never-ending fear of social situations. I feel that my behavior will be scrutinized, picked apart, and judged by others, usually in a negative fashion. When I feel this way, I get panicky and I have to leave the situation. I can't stay there anymore because I'm feeling so sick. Living with social phobia is very depressing. I've become housebound over the years, and I feel like I've imposed upon myself a life sentence of solitary confinement. I get very lonely, but I can't do anything about it. And with my other illnesses in various stages of coming and going, I can get feeling so bad I just want to end it all. The pain at these times is indescribable. With the social phobia, I get afraid to go out my door. I'm always confronted with having to face the neighbors, and I will have to talk to them. This really scares me, because I know that if this happens, my mind will go blank, and I will end up looking like an idiot. The stress and anxiety of this type of situation affect me really intensely. And I hate feeling embarrassed and humiliated all the time. So I hide behind my curtains and peek through the holes, just to make sure the coast is clear before I go out. My closest neighbors are the scariest ones because they're more familiar with me and are more likely to stop for a chat. If I get caught, I'll try to cover with a cheery, "Hello, how are you?" and leave as soon as I can. Sometimes I get trapped and it's excruciating. All I can think of is, I've got to get out of here. Run, run, run. And I can't hear anything they're saying. My illness right now has manifested to a point where I can no longer enjoy my life. I can't leave my house without a great deal of stress. Some days I'm okay to go to familiar places like doctor's offices or the grocery store. Bad days find me locked up in my house with the curtains drawn, hiding from them. I have not been able to work in the last 20 years. I can't go places alone. I never go for coffee. I can't go to a movie, and I miss all the attractions in town. And I have trouble visiting my grandchildren. I can't even cross town to go to their house. My triggering symptoms in social phobia: going out. This is a major task if I make myself do it. I worry so deeply, I find it hard just to get ready to go. My apprehension usually starts the day before I have to go out. I need to know that things are in place, that I've got clothes to wear, what the weather will be like, and how I'm going to get there. I double check the address a dozen times, and the time. I don't want to make a mistake. If I don't know where it is that I'm going, I'll go there a couple of days early and just cruise the area, so I know the streets, I know where I can park, and I know what door I can go in, how far I have to go, so that I'm not in public for too long. Public performances. Geez, when I go out in public, I'm really tortured by fear and anxiety that I'm going to mess up somehow. My stress level goes up to an all-time high. For instance, if I go to the store, I'm sure they are watching me walk. I get so self-conscious that I get very stiff-legged and trip over things like the cracks in the sidewalks. This humiliates me, and I get clumsy, and then I start worrying that I'm going to fall over. By the time I get to my destination, I'm in a panic zone. I can't think anymore. My mind just goes, stop. I just hear echoes of, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. Then I begin to feel that maybe I've soiled my pants, and I get scared that they will see. So I run in and I quickly grab whatever it is I can remember and I leave. And most of the time I've forgotten one or two items. And then I have to go and repeat the process. This sort of adventure leaves me feeling exhausted, and it takes me the rest of the day to recover. If I have to sign something, I get very nervous. I'm sure the person watching my hand signing my signature is thinking I'm a crook or that I'm doing forgery. My blood pressure feels like it's way up there and my face goes red, and I feel humiliated and I just want to get out of there as fast as I can. Meeting strangers or being introduced to somebody at work, school, or some public event like a party or something is extremely difficult and awkward. I am so afraid that they are judging me as my appearance, my intellect. I begin to sweat and my heart races and my ears ring. I can barely hear what the person is saying. I react as if I do understand, and then I try to change the subject. I feel so out of place. I leave those situations really fast. I get out of there as fast as I can. Being criticized, this is probably the worst part of all for me. When my performance is criticized for doing a poor job at something, I get so embarrassed. I'm humiliated that I didn't achieve their standards. I perspire, my mind races, I feel guilty, and I want to quit whatever it is and leave to hide my shame. I think that they're saying behind my back that I'll never be able to do the job properly, and I take it very personally. I feel like my world just crashed in around my ears and that I'm the biggest loser. I'm sure that I am the only one to have ever screwed up on that job, and they all think I'm dumb. Being the center of attention is super uncomfortable. I panic right away. I first start worrying about my appearance, and then everything about me freezes, and I can't think and I can't speak. I forget instantly whatever the topic is that we're talking about. My mind goes completely blank, and I just look at them really dumb. And I think they're judging me again, that I'm flawed somehow. So when I'm out in public, I stay very quiet and I hide. I do a lot of hiding. Hide behind clothes racks in stores, around corners, in my car. Public speaking is just, forget it. I had to do it in school. It made me sick. So I wouldn't even attempt to get a job or put myself in a position where I had to do it. People in authority frighten me. I feel subhuman around them. I'm sure that my doctor knows everything about me and my body and judges me negatively because it's not right. If I speak with someone in uniform, I'm sure they think I'm a fugitive. I am sure that they're judging my every move and they see all my faults. I feel small, unintelligent, and I react in weird ways. And I feel that nobody will understand me. I embarrass easily. I embarrass myself. If I think I've done something to embarrass myself, I can never forget the incident. It mortifies me every time I think about it. It lives with me forever. If I embarrass myself, I blush, and I am intensely aware that it is noticeable, and this humiliates me. I get so distressed, I have to go wash my face in cold water to make it go away. If you've noticed, meeting someone's eyes, I can't do that either. I look for a second and then I have to look away because it unnerves me. If I get caught looking up and I get caught in a gaze, then I get so nervous that again my mind goes blank and I forget what I'm talking about. And I feel dumb. I berate myself, and I think the other person is judging me and thinking I'm really stupid. So social phobia. Even though now I can put a name on what's wrong with me, I don't think I can fix the problems that go along with it. And I remain in a distance from others. A very sad, lonely existence. Thanks for listening.